City Metro, where tonight, four of the world's top light heavyweights try to punch their ticket in contention for a world title. And one Glory champion will make the defense of his lightweight belt for the very first time in our Return to Glory. Presented by Glory Sports International, the world's premier kickboxing organization. All of our bouts tonight sanctioned by the ISKA and the Citizen Potawatomi Nation Athletic Commission. Their executive officer, Joey Miller, is with us ringside. OKC, are you ready for glory? We begin with our first tournament semifinal featuring two warriors sharing a combined average knockout ratio of 88%, Zack Mwekassa and Brian Collette.
The world has a tendency to underestimate people they've never seen on the US TV. My fighting style is vicious. I'm a warrior, I'm a brutal fighter. I'm here to make my presence felt. I want to create mayhem in Glory. I believe the fight fans love it. I want to give them something exciting, something to talk about.
Uppercut knocks down Pembe!
I think Mwekassa fought in past Primary. Taking nothing away from Mwekassa, he's a strong fighter. I just believe I'm a little quicker. I hit very hard.
Down goes Thompson!
I think I have better footwork. I just gotta keep my hands up, and I can give the fans a show for their money.
My strategy against Brian Collette. We fighters. We're gonna fight.
We are set for the first of our two semifinals in the light heavyweight contender tournament at Glory 18. The lone American, Brian the Lion Collette. At 27, one of the hardest working guys in the game. And he is set to meet Zack Mwekassa.
And Brian Collette is taller, younger, and almost twice the kickboxing experience as Zack Mwekassa. But when a man has a 91% KO average like Mwekassa does, it's best to proceed with caution.
Three judges seated at ringside will score tonight's bouts using the 10-point must system. The winner of each round receives 10 points. His opponent 9 or less based on a prioritized criteria. Number 1, number of knockdowns. 2, cumulative damage. 3, number of clean scoring strikes with spectacular techniques. 4, number of clean scoring strikes with normal techniques. And 5, degree of aggressiveness. Let's go to the international voice of Glory. This is Tim Hughes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this light heavyweight contender tournament semifinal scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the black corner, trained as a boxer. He's the WBF Intercontinental Champion. His kickboxing record, 11 wins with just 1 loss, 10 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Standing 6 feet even, 1.83 meters, he weighed in at fight time at an even 206 pounds, 93.5 kilograms, fighting tonight out of the Congo. Here is Zack the Black Warrior Mwekassa. His opponent standing on the right and fighting out of the white corner, a former WKA heavyweight champion. His record, 21 wins with just 2 losses, 18 wins by knockout. At 6 feet 3 inches tall, 1.91 meters. He too weighed in at 206 pounds, 93.4 kilos, fighting tonight out of the USA. Please welcome Brian the Lion Collette. And the referee in charge of the Glory Ring is Al Wickers.
Back up, guys. Back to your corner. Back to your corner. Everybody out of the ring, please. Everybody out.
You'll understand if Zack Mwekassa doesn't think this fighting thing is all that big of a deal. He survived a volcanic eruption, civil war in his native Congo. He was bitten by a snake. He's been shot. He's been stabbed. And meanwhile, Brian Collette, well, he's a full-time IT technician who gets up 5:30 in the morning, trains, goes to work, comes back, trains again, eats and sleeps, and it's all for this. A chance to vie for the Glory Light Heavyweight Championship. They have to win 2 fights in one night in order to gain that opportunity. We are set for 3 3-minute rounds. Collette in the white gloves, Mwekassa in the black.
Mwekassa said he's going to open things up with a double jab or a triple jab to get on the inside because he doesn't want to stay on the outside on kicking distance.
And he blocked that left head kick by Collette. Right hand by Collette.
Nice sweeping right hook from orthodox stance.
Inside low kick by Brian the Lion Collette. Again attacks the lead leg of Mwekassa, the Black Warrior, who responds with an outside low kick. Known more for his punching combinations. Again, people may underestimate his kickboxing because, as we mentioned, Stephen has worked with the late K1 veteran Mike Bernardo, but has really found his calling with that knockout power. Just ask Pat Barry, that left uppercut that brought back memories of Jersey Joe Walcott dispatching Ezzard Charles back in the day.
He's bringing back a lot of memories of Mike Tyson, Ray Mercer, Ernie Shavers, even Tony Ayala Jr., if you want to go back to the 80s in boxing. If he puts pressure, it's really one of those things where you got to tie him up or kick him in the leg. And Collette is standing right in front of him. I'm surprised personally that Mwekassa is not jumping on him here yet.
Just past the midway point of the opening round, and he stabbed Collette in the face with that stiff jab. Collette catches the kick. Mwekassa falls. Referee Al Wickers making sure he's okay. Minute 15 remaining in the first round. There's another stiff jab that popped Collette's head back like that proverbial Pez dispenser, as a bit of a feeling out process, which we didn't expect, Stephen, knowing that, again, this is kickboxing, 3 3-minute rounds in Glory.
Well, a couple of things are at work here. Collette is really respectful of the punching power, and of course, Mwekassa is very respectful of the kicking power because Collette finished, I think it was his last fight, with a head kick knockout.
As a youngster, Collette had aspirations to represent the U.S. in the Olympics as either a boxer or in Taekwondo. A groin injury at 14 put him on the sidelines for 2 years. At 16, he discovered Muay Thai and now considers himself a Muay Thai fighter. But this isn't the art of 8 limbs. This is Glory Kickboxing with 30 seconds left in the first round. And Mwekassa misses with that left uppercut, but again, knocks Collette down with the jab.
That's a hard jab.
But it was an off balance, and Wickers will not rule it a knockdown. 15 seconds left as Mwekassa goes back to work with the jab.
Mwekassa really wants a brawl here.
And Mwekassa now has Collette in trouble. And Collette goes down.
Shoot the corner. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You all right, Brian? Hands up, hands up. Take a step. Fight time!
In the Glory tournament, 2 knockdowns in a round, 3 in the fight will precipitate the stoppage. And that came almost right at the bell, Stephen, and Collette's bell was rung.
It really was. Collette started to fade a little bit because he started to feel the power. Mwekassa spent the first part of the round finding out what Collette was all about on the kicking range. You can see right here on the stats, it was all Mwekassa. That was a borderline call because personally I think that was a knockdown because it was a very hard shot. He was on 1 foot, but here's a real knockdown for sure. He's hooking that right hand behind the head, and it's right there. Oh, it was that left hand right up to the front of the chin. Oh.
Back in the corner, Brian. Guys, back up your corners. Back up your corners. Fight!
The bell and round number 2. So Collette had the opportunity to regain his faculties during that 1-minute respite and comes out and gets knocked off balance again by Zack Mwekassa in the black gloves, the Black Warrior. Brian Collette in the white gloves, and there's that overhand right behind the guard of Collette. And there, Collette connects on a left hook, but is met with a 1-2 through the guard.
I'm not sure that the pride of Brian Collette is doing the right service here to box with Mwekassa. I mean, he should be throwing low kicks.
Jab again through the guard by Mwekassa, backing Collette to the corner, and there goes Collette crashing to the canvas with another devastating left hand.
That's it, folks.
And that is a wrap. The Black Warrior continues his up his second consecutive knockout in incredible fashion. Wow!
Hang on, buddy.
Zack Mwekassa.
The left hook drops Collette. The left uppercut did it in his debut. Remember, the Black Warrior Zack Mwekassa headed to the final.
Not yet. 2:15.
The Black Warrior Zack Mwekassa literally punching his way to the final with a devastating knockout of Brian Collette.
Mwekassa was laying on the outside waiting, and I'm telling you, everything he threw hurt Collette, including a jab, which arguably could have been a knockdown in that first round. Collette hanging around on the ropes, getting plastered with a right hook, left hook. Collette really, really understood that this guy is no joke. He's not another kickboxing victim going to get low kicked. This is a boxer that is here to win this tournament.
Well, he already won the Glory Half-Year Award for knockout against Pat Barry. He just recorded another Knockout of the Year candidate against Brian Collette. Let's make it official with Tim Hughes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have an official time of 45 seconds of that second round. This bout comes to an end by way of knockout. For your winner, who now advances to the tournament finals, Zack Mwekassa.
Zack Mwekassa puts Brian Collette in airplane mode with a lethal left hook, and he is en route to the final later tonight. The winner of this tournament, of course, will face the light heavyweight champion, currently Gokhan Saki. And coming up, the second semifinal, Daniel Lunga, #1 ranked against Saulo Cavalieri of Brazil. Right now, let's go to Ron Kruk, who's standing by with a man who will be making